Ah, so. So. Irgendwas hat gerade umgesponnen. So, wo waren... Willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Wo waren wir zuletzt? Ah ja, wir müssen Lady Cram im Zimmer 226 finden.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Lady Craven is not who she seems.
Hä? Ich check das nicht gerade.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall.
Hä?
Can I ask you a question?
Sir, I don't know. Try asking someone else. Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall.
Also entweder bin ich zu blöd zum Lauschen oder ich bin zu blöd zum Lauschen.
Lady Craven is not who she...
Auf welche Weise hat Lady Carven den Dienstmännchen-Verdacht erregt?
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall. Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall.
Hä? Ich check das irgendwie nicht. Finde relevante Schlüsselwörter und Klatsch und Tratsch heraus.
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Remember...
Nein, oh.
I'm guessing you didn't get what you were after. It happens. I always wanted a
Lady
pet
Craven
cat.
is not who she...
Hä?
Lady Craven is not who she seems. Lady Craven.
I'm guessing you didn't get what you were after. It happens. I always wanted
Lady
a pet
Craven
cat.
is not who she seems. Remember her behavior in the hall?
Ja, wie hat sie sich denn verhalten? Ah. Hä?
Lady Craven is not... Lady Craven.
Okay, das ist richtig. Nein, das ist falsch. Das ist auch falsch. Das ist richtig. Woo! Albert Einstein. Die sprechen über das Moment gar nicht die Ehefrau von Lord Craven ist. Ihre Beobachtung zu hätte sie am Abend angespannt gewesen und versucht, Lord Craven betrunken zu machen. Sie hatte nicht zu... Ah, ja. Interessant. Oh nein!
You're here, at last. I didn't do that. I swear, I found her this way.
Well, I did have some questions for her, but it seems I've arrived too late. Now it's a matter for the police.
Mr. Holmes, you said it yourself. They're children. They'll only make things worse. You promised me you would investigate.
Investigate a theft, not a murder. Fear not. I will tell them all I've uncovered.
Please help me. The police will surely accuse me of Emma's death. You are the only one who can find the truth.
Fine, but only because it's slightly more interesting than the walls of my room. Tell me what happened.
Look, after you left, I waited in the seance room until the servants locked up Mr. Gallici, the medium.
And was your mistress there too?
Oh, so you know? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Regardless, the staff took Emma to her room. She was still feeling dizzy.
So you didn't follow her. Interesting. Is Mr. Gallici still being held? And where did the servants secure him?
He's in room 225. But that pigeon-livered man at the reception desk refused to give me the key.
Well, I will have to visit reception myself then. Perhaps he will listen to reason. Where did you go instead?
To the bar. It had been almost an hour.
I see. And how long did you stay?
I partook of a well-earned whiskey or two before retiring upstairs. Ask anyone there.
Now we arrive at the tragedy at hand. So what transpired after your detour to the bar?
I headed up to my room to find Emma on the bed. I didn't pay her much attention at first. I was still preoccupied with that damned medium. But when I realized she was silent, I drew closer and discovered she was dead. What's more, the diamond lay right there beside her.
Oh, well, that is splendid news.
Splendid? The return of the diamond will be cold comfort if I live out my days in a jail cell. You must help me.
Let me see what I can find.
Barely an hour has passed and you already have yourself a murder mystery, Sherlock. Why am I not surprised?
Male?
Strangled with bare hands, judging by the bruises. This must be the missing diamond. A tremendous specimen, now forever tainted. Everything was tipped out of the bed as if it was searched.
Do you think she stole the stone?
It's certainly possible, but we won't get her confession now.
Well, there is a professional medium right next door.
A remarkably simple lock. Fard Rouge Calomel Mascara, a real altar of beauty for the travelling temptress.
Nicht tief genug, doppelter Boden.
Ah, a neat hiding place. Why would she conceal all of... Several £1,000, that's quite a fortune.
Wertpapiere. Ja, da war doch gerade noch was. Viritus, Audacter, Sapil. Okay.
Virtus Audacta Sapit. Courage tastes bold. A unique family motto.
Warte mal.
This ring looks out of place among the others, and the design is familiar.
The mystery deepens. A victim with a checkered past.
Warte mal. Moment. Jetzt spiele ich mal ein bisschen mit den Gedanken. Die Mottenbrosche mit dem Mottenring. Aha. Redo ist schlau. Der Lord saß Miss einmal mit den Diamanten. Ja, das hat er so ausgedrückt. Ja, das stimmt.
And poor taste.
Ein Ring?
Someone was not happy with his post. Someone was not happy with his post. Someone was not happy with his post. I am needed elsewhere.
Warte mal. Der Mörder könnte den Diamanten auch zurückgelassen haben. Aber andererseits könnte sie auch der Diamant... Kopfzerbrechen.
Get to the point, Mr. Holmes. Get to the point, Mr. Holmes.
I found these jewels secreted away. Are you familiar with them?
Ah, it cannot be so. That deceptive wagtail. How could she do this?
That sounds like a yes.
These items were supposedly stolen from us during our trip. I must have spent hours reporting it all to the police. And it turns out she had them all along. The trollop. I'd kill her myself were she not dead already.
Do you recognize this ring?
Should I? That's a third-rate piece if ever I've seen one. I'd never buy something like this.
Did you ever see Miss Emma wearing it?
No. And why should she? I gave her enough jewelry that she could wear a superior ring every day of the week. Do something about it, Holmes. I did not do it. You know that.
Ich brauche noch einen Hinweis. Noch ist das Rätsel nicht bekannt.
Someone was not happy with his post.
Schwierig, schwierig, schwierig.
Give me the key to Luca Galici's room. I need to talk to him about the events of the seance.
I suppose you are an impartial outsider. All right, but please do not give it to Lord Craven.
Awkward. They still don't know what a nut.
Hush. No need to cause another ruckus. The last thing we want is the police to come meddling. May I ask for your assistance?
I usually have an answer for everything, but not for this.
Could you help me?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what?
Sorry.
Dressed as what?
Maybe a guest noticed him.
Do you know anything about this?
I have nothing to hide, sir, but I've never heard of this.
Excuse me, just one question.
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
Do you always travel with your books, Mr. Galici?
I do. In my line of work, one needs resources available to help deal with the unpredictable
Streng
and
mal deinen
unwelcome.
Grips an, Sherlock. Redun.
Bilge, balderdash and baloney, the lot of them. A familiar substance. It's the ectoplasm that stained the seance table, but this time there's enough for analysis. Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation.
Or
Ah, okay. Ah, okay, gut, jetzt weiß ich wie. Ah, ja, okay, gut. Ah, okay. Ja. Es muss einem auch mal gesagt werden, ne?
my faith in this medium has burst, just like a rubber balloon.
Tools and accessories for masterful prestidigitation. I'm afraid I can wait no longer to hear your account of the séance, Mr. Galici. So please, tell me what you saw.
Lady Craven wanted to meet the spirit of the Raja. My conjuration was successful. Perhaps even too successful. I am sure the spirit was the only one who could have taken the diamond. Lord Craven needs to leave me alone.
Do you think the police will believe you?
Of course. I didn't take anything. And spiritual phenomena are beyond their control. Or should I summon the ghost again so they may attempt to handcuff it?
I think I would prefer to begin my investigation in the physical realm.
Ich glaube, er ist der Mörder.
I have shocking news that changes your situation entirely. Oh, no, wait. What am I thinking? The spirits will have told you this already.
I'm not in the necessary state for summoning. The spirits preferred clarity of mind and soul. Please, tell me.
Lady Craven died in the very next room while you were in here. Did you not hear anything?
What? How? In fact, I did hear noises. That Craven is a very loud man, but I never thought he would do that to his wife.
Well, you claim to be a medium. Perhaps you could ask her spirit why.
What? No, it's too dangerous.
Oh well, at least I can make the dead talk. Those scratches on your hands look rather painful. What happened to you?
It was those savage servants. They were so rough bringing me here as if I was trying to escape. When I'm free, I'll demand compensation.
So, hier.
That's a remarkable pin of yours, Mr. Galici. Does it have any meaning?
The butterfly? It's a reminder of a time in which I was truly happy.
What a coincidence. Lady Craven had a ring with the same design.
A coincidence indeed. I suspect it is a common theme in jewelry. This object simply isn't resonating with me.
Do you realize just how dangerous it is to hold phosphorus in the mouth?
I beg your pardon?
I'll bet it makes your rubber balloons glow impressively in the dark, but you'll regret it when the hypertension and vomiting sets in.
You mock my talents, sir. You shouldn't be so flippant about things beyond your earthly understanding. How ignorant one must be to compare a spirit's ectoplasm with balloons.
It was merely a word of caution. We both know how match factory workers look after several years on the job.
This is all just a big misunderstanding. The spirits confirm it.
Nein, also bei allen guter Liebe, ne, aber das könnte damit zusammenhängen. Schwierig. Kompliziert. Kompliziert. Schwierig. Wenn ich das Personal nur.
Pardon, monsieur, but I am not in the mood to talk. Isn't life too short to remain sober?
Is this familiar to you?
Friend, you're lucky there is something I know about this.
Warte mal. Ah, okay. Eieieiei, das könnte jetzt sogar... Schwierig.
Are you able to help me?
Apologies, sir, but I've never heard of it.
I need to go.
Puh.
I am needed elsewhere.
Wenn ich wüsste, ob das mit den Kratzspuren stimmt.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I would never refuse a nobleman, but I know nothing, sir.
The Cravens are upstairs in room 226. It is one of our finest suites.
Excuse me, just one question.
I would never refuse a nobleman. But I know nothing, sir.
Ei. Wenn man mir nur sagen könnte, ob das mit den Kratzern wahr ist. Aber ich habe auch keinen Hinweis, nur auf die Kratzer. Hilfe! Das ist kompliziert jetzt gerade. Schwierig. Ich muss nachdenken, Ash. Lass mich nachdenken. Lass mich nachdenken, Ash. Ich muss nachdenken. Ich muss mein Gehirn anstrengen. Also, Lord Craven glaube ich nicht, dass der Der war immer noch aufgebracht vom Mörder. Aber ich glaube, dass die beiden da miteinander unter einen Hut stecken. Ja, ich meine, er hat Schlösser knacken können. Er hat ja begabte Finger. Und das Schloss ist ja leicht zu knacken. Und da ja dieses Ektoplasma nicht echt ist, ich gehe davon aus, dass er der Mörder ist. Ich beschuldige dich des Mordes.
I know you murdered Lady Craven and I can prove it.
That would be a grand story for the newspapers. But where's your proof? I was locked in here and could not hurt a fly.
Yes, the locked room. Good of you to mention it. I inspected the door between the rooms, and the lock on it is piteous. You could open it with a penknife.
So I am now a burglar, as well as a thief and a murderer?
Your wrists are bloodied, and there's no way a servant's manhandling could cause such an injury. It was Lady Craven as you strangled her.
You are fantasizing, Mr. Holmes.
As for the motive, it's obvious that you deduced that Lady Craven was the real thief. Of course, it helped that this was not your first encounter with Miss Emma.
I don't know what you're talking about. How on earth can you believe this?
I think the police will easily find the proof when they browse their archives. It is done, Luca. You will be arrested. Your best strategy now is to confess and hope your reasons were justified.
Haha! Redun Holmes ist wieder da!
But yes.
Ich hatte am Anfang den Lord im Verdacht.
This woman could not get away with ruining my life twice.
Twice?
Weil die Aussage an Alba mir Spanisch vorkam.
I mean, she pretended to be noble back then too, but only so.
Aber andererseits kann er es nicht gewesen sein, weil er ja immer noch sauer ist wegen den Diamanten.
Leaving us to rot in jail. I was young. I spent 3 years in that hell.
And tonight she tried to set you up again. Did she recognize you?
She didn't. I came to her afterwards, pleading that she drop this farce, but she laughed in my face. I just remembered my time in the clink, all I suffered while she indulged. And I grabbed her throat.
Tut mir leid, Sie müssen bestraft werden.
Murder is murder, Luca. You could have told Lord Craven the truth and seen Miss Emma's downfall, but you could not restrain yourself.
He would never believe me.
We will never know. Still, perhaps a jury will be more easily swayed. If not, you'll get to see your friends in jail again soon.
Bin ich nicht ein wahrer Sherlock?
We'll meet again, Holmes. I will get you, in this life or the next. Get your hands off me.
He murdered the woman who put him in jail. Should we be worried?
Fear not, John. Unlike Miss Emma, I will see him coming.
That was too much fun, Sherry. I'm buzzing. Buzzing. Wasn't it fun?
A woman died, John. I was too slow to the truth, too hesitant to intervene. How can you...
Oh, lighten up. Those people made their choices. If you swan about with a diamond in your pocket, that's what happens. Wealth is a weakness.
So we must blame those who covet it.
With enough money on the line, Sherlock, a man will do just about anything. Even murder. And then we get to solve it.
I suspect you perhaps cannot grasp the true horrors of mortality, John.
Oi, I am aware of my perilous existence, thank you very much.
I must admit, even if the outcome of the adventure was imperfect, there was some pleasure to be had in the puzzle.
Well, Cordona seems more depraved and decadent than we thought. I bet you'll get another chance.
A bet, you say?
A figure of speech. Just a figure of speech.
Damn. Well, take one last look at the view, then we must be off. It's time to do what we came here for.
Was? Sherlock? Okay. Das ist also nur Einbildung.
Sherry, I forbid you to spend another night here. The hotel's reputation won't survive a second investigation.
Are you able to help me?
I'd tell you if I knew, but unfortunately, I don't.
A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
Is everything all right? If you don't feel up to it, I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So you really don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you. I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it... will come back to you.
Don't mind me, sir. I'm just a loyal servant of my craft.
Could you help me? Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else can help better, sir.
Irischer Schuster. Mag Muschis. Aufgeschlossen.
Can you satisfy my curiosity? Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else can help better, sir.
Aber ein schöner Friedhof.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
You shouldn't have left your mansion. You won't get any answers from me.
Can I ask you a question? Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Money can't answer your questions. Eh? Live with it.
Ziemlich frech.
Do you know anything about this?
A man like you should not speak to a man like me.
So, wo ist denn jetzt das Grab meiner Mutter? Sherlock Redun. Fragen über Fragen. Wo ist das Grab meiner Mutter? Hallo.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Help me, please.
Will you cry if I don't answer your questions?
Help me, please. Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else can help better, sir. Could you help me?
His Majesty came out of his palace. I know nothing.
Ach, hier.
Mycroft was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then. I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
pocket watch. It seems familiar, John. Why is it here? Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother. This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently. A candle in a small puddle of wax. It cannot have been lit for more than half an hour.
Is this really how you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested? A man in fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the prints suggests he is approximately 5.5 feet tall.
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Well, it was going to be very impressive. Come on then, the trail continues ahead.
He mustn't be far away to leave it unattended.
It's stained with oil paint. A portable easel was kept there.
Was?
The Hospitaller crypts. If memory serves, they're located at the far end of the cemetery around an old tree. I hope that inspiration strikes upon visiting these beautiful vaults. At the very least, you'll enjoy the view. Yours, Mercurio.
An artist working in a cemetery? Do you think he'd paint my portrait?
Oh, it's that ridiculous artist.
Be nice, Sherry.
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men. Such scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr. Vogel, I was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Codona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it, but the moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, a diligent observer might note that you too are loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. And what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
Are you all right, Sherry? Take as long as you need.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
Wir gehen ins Polizeiarchiv. Da findet man immer was. Kann ich da nicht hinspringen? Muss sie echt dahin laufen? Oh. Ich kann keine Schnellreise dort machen. Gut, ich muss da lang.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Excuse me, just one question.
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
May I ask for your assistance?
That's not something I know, sir. Someone else might know more.
You obviously haven't thought this all through. Or you're just annoying these people on purpose.
Extra! Extra! Look at what you've done! Criminal Luca Gallici! The cheapest news on the island. Thank you.
Is this familiar to you?
No one listens to us, so why should I listen to you, oofbird?
Radius findet man keine Hinweise. Los, auf zur Bullenstation. Moin, Jungs.
Stark do this, Stark do that. I'm not a clerk, damn it. How am I supposed to get those records now? Yes? What is it? Would you like to report a crime?
No, I wouldn't. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I want to use the police archives.
Wouldn't we all?
I'm serious.
So am I. Officer Logan locked himself inside and he's not letting anyone in.
What happened exactly?
A tailoress from Scaladio's been robbed. Logan spent 2 whole days at the shop sketching the thief and she still insists that it's all wrong. That shrew drove him up the wall, she did.
Would you mind if I talk to this tailoress? I could get you the sketch in no time.
Get off your high horse, mister. You think you're better than our sketch artist?
Actually, I'm quite certain I am. Let me prove it.
Well, I see no harm in it, as long as it gets Logan out of there. In fact, I need to look up some records too. Here's the address. Good luck.
Ha ha ha. Knights ready. Hier ist Knights ready. Und Trinity Way. Also hier. Super Detektiv Redo und Holmes macht sich auf den Weg.
I'm pleased to meet you, ma'am. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm here to sketch the thief for the police investigation.
Oh, another one. I hope you'll be more patient than the previous sketches, signore.
Can you describe the thief for me?
He was all ugly and beat-up looking. An utter rascal if ever I'd seen one. He gave me a nasty look from behind his glasses and then made himself scarce.
And that's it? Could you be more specific?
He was a total villain, I told you. How much more specific do you want me to be?
All right, never mind. I suggest we do it differently. You have a great many clothes here, haven't you?
Why, of course, but they're not for sale. I only do tailoring and mending.
No matter. I'll attempt to disguise myself as the thief, and you'll tell me if I get it right.
As you wish, Senor Holmes.
Where can I find the clothes?
They're in my workshop at the back. Be careful, won't you?
Oh, look at this old chap putting on airs like some Italian doge. Why don't you disguise yourself as him instead?
We have a job to do, John.
Oh, come on, at least do him first.
Sherlock Holmes, Verkleidungskünstler.
Something isn't right. Something isn't right.
Ach, ein Zylinder.
Uncle Giovanni? Oh, signore, you look exactly like my uncle. He's the grandson of the Doge of Venice, you know. I knew you reminded me of someone. You are as alike as two peas. Perhaps you have some royal blood in you, too.
That is flattering, I suppose, but I sincerely doubt it, Mum.
He's a doge. Now that's a deduction.
He's not an actual doge.
If you say so, my lord, the doge.
Something isn't right. He did wear glasses, but not like those. His were angular and evil-looking.
All right, I'll try another pair.
Your face is too innocent now.
What do you mean, too innocent?
There was something evil about his face. Like a moustache. Yes, the kind that all villains twirl as they plot their evil plans.
I'd say that not all villains wear moustaches, but I get your point, Mom.
Ah, jedes Mal umziehen.
No, those clothes are wrong. He was dressed in a very fancy beige suit. Must have stolen it from someone. No doubt about it.
All right, I've got it.
Der hässlichste Anzug im ganzen Spiel.
He was wearing a hat. Didn't I tell you about the hat? It didn't go well with his suit. That man had no dress sense at all.
Well, what did it look like?
Oh, just a regular hat, you know, black.
Alter. Watson? Wer ist Watson?
Ah, it's you. I mean, it's him. It's him.
Excellent. Now I can make a sketch and take it to the police.
Yes, please do. That rascal is still on the loose. I hope they are better at catching than sketching.
Before I go, Mom, are you quite certain that you don't have any clothes to sell?
Well, I suppose you can take the police uniform. An officer forgot it here years ago, and I don't have any use for it. If you want to buy clothes, visit the outfitters. You can find them all over Codorna. I hear they even do free rentals now. Let me show you where the nearest one is.
Thank you very much. Hello again, officer. I've spoken to the tailoress and made a sketch of the thief. It was child's play.
No, really? And she didn't give you any trouble?
No, no trouble at all. She was quite tolerable.
Huh. Who would have thought? Hey, Logan, we've got the sketch. Come on out.
Can I use the archives now?
Well, they're generally not accessible to the public. But you really helped us out, so I'll just turn a blind eye.
I appreciate it, officer.
What did you say your name was? Holmes? Come and see me after you're done. I may have a proposition for you, Mr. Holmes.
John, I just recalled that we were living here on Cordona in a manor. And there was a policeman.
Really? What else do you remember? What happened to our mother?
The memory was vague, a mere flash. I have to find our house.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
I'm done with the archives for now. Can I help you with anything else?
As a matter of fact, you can. The thing is, our chief inspector has vanished, as if we weren't undermanned enough as it is.
Wait, what do you mean, vanished?
Gone missing on a case. Shady business, but that's besides the point. See that board? Pending cases are posted there for any available officers to investigate. I would take them myself, except that I've been told to work the reception desk, like some clerk. Yes, we're that short-handed.
I understand your predicament, but what does any of it have to do with me? I may be available, but I'm certainly not an officer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Consider yourself a temporary one-man independent police force. That's a bit of a mouthful. There's just one small, minor basic formality. You'll need to complete our physical training course. Easy.
Well, I'm not one to balk at a spot of exercise. What must I do?
That's the spirit. Sergeant Ermy will show you the ropes. Follow me.
Werde ich jetzt Polizist oder was?
So, you're a newcomer. We must be desperate to ask untrained civilians for help.
You're lucky to have a well-trained civilian with a brand new auto pistol in his arsenal.
An automatic? A bit of a braggart, aren't you?
Are you trying to test me already?
That is why you're here, boy. I need to verify your skills before I can allow you to catch criminals. The first targets are in the next room. You know what to do with them. I'll join you in a while to see the results.
Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit every target to show the sergeant how we do it.
Hooray!
See to the next room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork.
Come on, Sherry. It's just like in childhood. Steady, Sherry. Steady. And go. My favourite mannequins for attack. Let's strike them ninja style. Aim for where you might take advantage and don't forget the environment.
I could do this all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's move on. Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely on our wits. Shoot off their armour.
Haha. Und Headshot.
All right, let's move on, Sherry. If you stand here and use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry. It's all calculated. Look at that helmet of his. You won't be able to get the powder past it.
Helpful advice, John. I would never have guessed.
Good job, new boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results.
Uh-oh, Sherry. Uh-oh, Sherry. Not a nice shot. You could have killed the fella if he was alive.
Well, I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary targets.
I'll handle it just as easily.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men. Your task is to detain them, not to kill them. So don't go shooting anyone in the eye. That goes for in the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill. Here, take these. They are blank rounds. So, are you ready?
Always ready.
Then let's get cracking.
Cool.
Not at all. I can hit them all with one shot.
Good luck, Sherry, and remember, the surroundings are your playground.
I'm coming for you.
Wow, wow, Alter.
I'm coming.
Overcome him. Don't rush.
I'm coming for you.
Alter.
No
Voll
more crime for
weggebockt.
you until next month.
Oh, wie nehme ich den jetzt fest? Au! Au! Wow, wow, hey, Kollege!
Weaken him first.
Oh.
I'm coming for you.
It won't work this way.
Hä?
I couldn't miss the party.
Overcome him. Don't.
Oh, ich krieg hier voll auf
I'm
das Maul.
coming.
Ach, Kreis, ey, Alter.
I'm coming for you.
No,
Bam.
you killed him.
Stop. What do you think you're doing? You could have injured the poor fella. I can't allow you to carry a gun if you'll only use it to kill. Your task is to detain. Don't forget that. Once again, without the brutal shootout this time. Let's start over, boys.
Ja, ja.
I'm coming for you.
Too simple.
I'm coming.
In die Klöten geschossen.
Dodge this!
In die Klöten geschossen.
No, you killed him.
Stop. What do you think you're doing? You could have injured the poor...
Ah.
I'm coming.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Overcome him. Don't.
I'm coming for you. Take this!
Aua! Kein schlechter Flug, Junge.
It won't work this way.
Alter, warum kann ich das nicht abnehmen?
I can't
Hallo,
miss
das
the
muss doch
party.
nachladen.
Take a rest.
The snuff's ready.
Aua. Aua.
Time to knock this guy out.
Wata!
No more crime for you until next month.
That's enough. You've proved yourself. Congratulations on the arrests. I can't believe you did so well with the close combat.
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate. You are now an authorized crime scene consultant. Well, it's now your duty to make this city a safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification. Congratulations.
Now you're a certified crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
Any progress with the case, Mr. Holmes? Any progress with the case, Mr. Holmes?
This area is restricted.
May I ask for your assistance?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Is this familiar to you?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Oh, I am bored. Call me when you find the answer.
Do you know anything about this?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Are you able to help me?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
Time to check your who, what and what, Sherry. Who are you asking, about what and dressed as what?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
A man like you should not speak to a man like me.
Do you know anything about this?
I'm not in the mood to talk to moneybags.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry. You sure you know what you're doing?
Any progress with the case, Mr. Holmes?
Westlich der Sesamstraße. In der Altstadt. Westlich der Sesamstraße. Ah, hier. Also gut, los geht's. Ich vermisse die Schnellreise. Alles umwegtackeln. Alles umtackeln. Was? Okay. Fehler. Hier muss eine Bar sein. Das sieht. Westlich. Hier muss eine Bar sein.
Do you know anything about this?
So you think if we have money, we should bow to your whims? No, sir.
Do you know anything about this?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Kann ja nur das hier gemeint sein. Wie kommt man da rein? Scarlettstraße. Westlich der Sesam Street. Scarlettstraße. Ah, das sieht sogar nach einer Bar aus.
Wow, things really got out of hand here.
Wow.
What would you like? On today's menu, we have stomach punching, head kicking, and the chef's special, throat slitting.
Solid oak. It took quite a blow to break it. Shards of a broken bottle with blood on them. The lenses are very thick. The owner of these glasses is very nearsighted. Someone must have landed hard on it. An unfinished bottle of rum. An unfinished bottle of rum.
Spilled beer led to spilled blood. Spilled beer led to spilled blood.
Sharp enough to gut a fish or a man. An ordinary kitchen knife. That's a lot of blood. The victim was stabbed several times.
Da ist das Ende.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Ich weiß nur, dass der Matrose mit einem Stuhl nach den Händen schaubert, aber stattdessen den Docker weitertraf. Die Sache will mir aber noch nicht ganz einleuchten. Könnte es so gewesen sein?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Okay, rekonstruieren wir das nochmal. Also. Der Händler schüttet sein Bier auf den Matrosen. Dann eskaliert es sofort. Ich weiß noch, das... Bist du der Matrose? Das muss schon richtig sein.
It all started when the trader accidentally spilled his beer over the sailor. The trader punched the soldier who came crashing down on a table. The worker smashed a bottle over the trader's head, then the sailor knocked the worker out with a chair. The soldier is the real killer. He wanted to knife the trader but killed the sailor due to his poor eyesight.
Haha, Sherlock Redun hat wieder zugeschlagen.
You have 3 people detained on suspicion of murdering a sailor in a bar fight. All evidence indicates that the soldier among them is the true killer. He was the last man standing.
Very well. Soldier or not, he'll get what he deserves. I'll see to it personally. Nice work. Try solving another case. It seems you have a knack for it. Any progress with the case, Mr. Holmes?
Hi, hi. Einladen kann er mich, aber ich muss erst den Fall hier lösen. Ich bin am Überlegen, Pat, ob ich mein Avatar
May I ask you something?
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else can help better, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't help you.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry.
You sure you know what you're doing?
It's you again. Be sure not to miss any clues. Stark will piece them together, you'll see.
So, dann arbeiten wir mal weiter an unserem Detektivdasein, ne? So, was haben wir denn hier? Eine Revolver mit 8.
A brand new Colt, 45 caliber.
2, 4.
A brand new Colt, 45 caliber. A brand new Colt. The shooter fired 3 rounds. Bent glasses with cracked lenses. Pieces of brass tacks, piranha rounds.
Geld?
Huh. Some loot has been left behind. Whoever took it must have been in a hurry.
Greed and booze got the better of them. No wonder it ended in violence.
Interesting place to shoot one another. There's mess everywhere.
The man with the shotgun fired only 2 shots.
Seems he was too busy bleeding.
Stuck deep in the wood. Stuck deep in the wood. Perfectly balanced for throwing. The blade is very sharp.
Einschusswaffe, da müssen die Schrotpatronen
2
sein.
bullets hit the cart. No traces of blood, though.
Hab ich irgendwas übersehen hier?
Droplets of blood. Someone caught a bullet here.
So, na dann, Sherlock Redon. Dann machen wir Bekanntschaft. So. Hier fing alles an.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Warte mal. Der Mann mit der Schrotflinte gab 2 Schüsse ab. Das müsste hier gewesen sein. In dem Baum unweit von der Schrotflinte steckte ein Messer. Ja, das war dann wahrscheinlich da. Oh, hier stand der Schützen. Das ist eigentlich so schlimm.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Hä? Was mache ich denn falsch?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Also Revolverschuss. Hier war der Revolver. Hier. Da lag der Revolver. 6 Schuss. Nee, der hatte die Bulle da schon nicht mehr. Der hatte die Bulle auch schon. Die Bulle lag nämlich da hinten. So richtig?
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Hä? Was soll denn daran falsch sein? Moment. Das ist der Typ mit der Brille. Ja.
The man with the shotgun was killed by a throwing knife to the neck, but not before firing at the man in glasses. The man in the hat took a bullet to his leg, but 2 other bullets missed. The report mentioned he was shot in the heart, but how? There's something I'm missing here. Who could have finished him off?
Irgendetwas ist mir entgangen. Aber was? Warte mal.
A police boot print. So that's how it ended.
just arrived here this morning. I just arrived here this morning. I just arrived here this morning. I just arrived here this morning.
Theoretisch, ich müsste den Fall jetzt eigentlich gelöst haben. Eigentlich müsste ich jetzt das...
I visited the location where the three robbers killed each other over some stolen loot, but I wasn't the first to inspect the scene, was I?
No. Officer Schmidt arrived there first, just hours after it was reported. Poor Schmidt. That same day, he received news that his dear old grandmother in Austria had died. He had to leave for the funeral immediately.
He is anything but poor. I doubt he'll be coming back. It was he who killed the last robber and took the loot for himself.
Blasted. I knew he was acting suspiciously. He may be beyond our reach now, but I'll be sure to expose the little weasel when I write my report. Nice work. Feel free to take another case. We make a great team, you and I.
Du meinst wohl, ich bin das größte Gehirn hier im Laden. Du kannst nix. Du kannst nix. Ich hab das größte Hirn hier, denn ich bin Sherlock Redun. So. Aber ich mache jetzt hier erstmal Speichern. Denn ich habe keine Lust mehr. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen und sage dann mal bis zum nächsten Mal, wenn es weitergeht bei Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. Wir lösen Detektivfälle wie kein zweiter. Der moderne Conan